Right. Dragons don't like blood. They're very tanky boys. And so we're going to have a look at some of this stuff. I'll probably try to greatly reduce this stuff for starters. And then I guess Bolt of Grand Sax probably isn't going to do as much damage. And we can always try to Scarlet Rot the thing too. The fact that it's not a named boss is kind of funny though. Alright, did it work? Yeah, it did work. Okay. That's a good start. Yeah, it's still of course very powerful. And of course we have a danger of falling off the edge too, so we have to be careful. Okay, that's not so bad. But the Scarlet Rot point in work. Yeah, I tried to not die from that. Yeah, took a nice chunk there. I can't even see its health bar, that's the only annoying thing here. Dead, right? Okay, good. Ancient Dragons resistant, perfect. But yeah, since it was a 32,000 again, you can see it wasn't super difficult. Go back to these now. Before we were rudely interrupted. I think I'll go back to this. I guess you could have bypassed that dragon if you want. It wasn't a named boss, so it's really up to you. But it wasn't that difficult. Bye-bye. I lost the item, unfortunately. There's another Stake of America here. So this final dungeon, I guess, is definitely going to be serious. Probably going to be a lot of little bosses. Got to time this for when he commits. Okay, he breaks his shield anyway. Then we can finish the job. So a lot of those guys. There's no other enemy types around at the moment. So I'm not going to jump down just yet. There's a couple of different pathways here. I want to try and clear out as much of this area as possible. The enemies, especially one-on-one, they're not that difficult as well, which helps. I do wonder if Moog is a more difficult boss than what you face in this area. There you are. Yeah, so this could start to get dangerous now. I gotta stay on the move. Nice. I gotta admit, playing with katanas is really fun. If I came across a katana early on, and apparently there was one, I am actually going to go back and find wherever that bloody katana was, because like a couple of my friends that played through, they found one started off as like a samurai kind of build anyway, and the other found a katana very early on, and they both basically just became like more like bleed katana type users as a result, and I probably would have done that too. I'm not sure what kind of deck stat I would have needed for it, but just like how once I got the twin blade, I was like, yeah, okay, I like this, and bloody slash and that kind of thing, I would have probably used katana quite a lot. So now that's why I want to enjoy it a bit, like towards the end of the game, because I've heard so much about them. Ooh, okay. Nice. Probably get Somber Smithing Stones up to like 8 now. Dope. Glad they're putting those in. So, again, we've got two sides here. This is probably the right side, as it were. And then we've got this bit, I think. So let me check out the other one first. This seems like Route A, and this is like more of a secondary little offshoot. Oh, really? What? Oh, yeah, sorry. I totally forgot that I rested at the, at the thing. I'm going to sprint past here. I want to find out what this is about. Probably get rid of Moog's Shackle too. It's an item, yeah. Yeah, it's funny, I first saw the shackle type item when I was watching a video on Twitter. There's a Twitter user called Sunhi Legend. If you use Twitter, seriously, he makes some incredible GIFs from video games. He's like this sort of, I guess, I don't even know how to describe it. He's like a video game, almost like a choreographer of sorts. He has these amazing little choreography battles against really difficult enemies and stuff. And he did like this little compilation against Morgoth, and he absolutely destroyed it. And he kept using this weird kind of thing that kept like immobilizing Morgoth, and I was like, what the hell is that? I don't get what it is. And people were asking in the comments as well. Oh wow, right, they got HP for days. And he mentioned that it was like some sort of shackle thing, and I had no idea what that was. And then I got the Morgoth, then I got the Moog one, and I was like, I know what that is. Oh, I got the Death Blight finally. Wow, that's the first Death Blight of the entire game, actually. Yeah, these guys turned out to be way chunkier than I thought. I underestimated them. Okay, gotta be careful. I got carried away talking about Sunny as well, but it's spelled S-U-N-H-I, Legend. If you're a Twitter user, his gifs are great. I like his Twitter as well because it's kind of no nonsense. He just pretty much just posts his nice gifs and that's about it. You know how he gets on Twitter. He's not really there for the gossip and the debate and the action and all that kind of stuff. He's just like, yeah, I'm just a gaming badass that likes to post gifs. I tried to get him on for a podcast on the channel like literally like 2 years ago when he was way less popular, but he's I think he likes to keep himself to himself, so he ignored me. Happens a lot in the world of podcasting. You reach out to people that you think would be cool and you can't get through. Wow, it even interrupts that as well. Sheesh. So I kind of staggered it. Huh? Oh. That's not a good look, man. Shit. I swear the bar disappeared or I wasn't paying attention. What a horrible place. I thought the cloud was only in front of it. I didn't think that I was getting hit by it still. Damn. Right, third time's the charm. I'm not going to get death blighted again. I think there's an incantation for that. If it does happen again, I'm going to look up that incantation and put it on. I'm not sure if I have the faith for it. I think I do, but I've got to be careful. Right, let's do this right. These guys are just a regular enemy. This is one of the hardest places we've come across. Right, I want to try and see if I can ambush the one here. Yeah, there it is. So I want to try and use a little bit of stealth here to gain the upper hand, if I can. Oh, what? I got boxed in. It's a lot of death blight. And they don't even give you that many runes. Horrible bastards. And Deathblight takes a long time to recover too. So this is the kind of area that I'm going to really suffer. I might have to trigger this off and then run. I'm going to try again to get a cheap shot. I don't know why I can't really. Can't let these guys get too close. I'm hoping I can get both of these guys with this. Aw, man, that tree completely blocked it. That sucks. Range. Wow. It stays there for some time. What? Stuck in the cloud again. So definitely have to be very careful with those guys. Somber Smithing Stone 9, perfect. That's what I need for my Katana. So maybe the next thing I find, Grace I find, I will go back. Okay. Really? Okay. So let's climb up this little bit here. It's a pretty cool looking area, gotta say. It's so bright, but also so like morbid and deadly at the same time. It's a nice little contrast. I have no idea where I'm going at the moment. Okay. This is where my range helps. It's kind of what I wanted to do with the vacuum slice against Moog, but of course they're not going to give you that much benefit. Right, so that's a way down there, but why would I? Same thing, no? Weird. Okay, I'm gonna head back down. Ah, there's a big one in the middle there. Shit. That could be a problem. So really trying to clean up around here. Thought I heard a dog. Oh man. Got interrupted again. I don't know if I can clip through with this. I can. They can clip through too, so it's mutual. No, 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 no. Not getting Death Blight again. It takes a long time to come down. Just got to be careful not to literally land on top of one of them. Cause myself a big problem. Again, only trouble here is if the big one does kill me, it's a bit of a pain to get back down. At least they're ignoring me for now. If they are, I will just explore around a bit. Some glow here. I'm just wondering if there's a site of grace. No. Let's see what this is. Right, so I think pretty much the main reason for coming down here is to fight that big guy. I don't know if it's gonna be a named boss, or it could also be a well, by the way, in that corner. That could be a well. So there could be an underground section to this whole place too. Wouldn't surprise me. I guess at least there's a lot of room to run here. If things get really cagey, I can try and run. I want to try and do it like this so I can get both. And then if I die, I'll just have to sprint back down. Yeah. Need to be careful here. I'm going to draw the smaller one out so I can get it done. What? Oh, I couldn't lock on. So that just leaves the big one. No, 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 no! I was so close to getting out of it. Look where I was. It's like one step away, but there's another one? It didn't die? Yeah. Oh my god, that entire thing was a fail then. Holy shit. That's rubbish. Okay. I want to have a quick look at this. Builds up death, removes death, blight, build up or whatever. Alleviates death blight build up, that's the one I was after. Okay. This time I'm going to go straight for the big one. Then again, I mean, do I really need to? I could just bypass it and see if there really is a well over there. I'm not sure there's that much point of doing it. If it was a named boss, obviously I wouldn't, but I'm kind of more concerned about what's beyond. Oh no! I lost all my runes. I don't think it's a record, and it's like less than half a level at this stage, but I forgot about that. I was so pleased with the fact that I removed the Death Blight that I was jumping for joy. Did I go down to there? I think I did. I explored that bit too. I think since we're able to summon here, why don't we just summon the Mimic tier and just fuck these guys up. But yeah, definitely not a... Really? Okay, fine. That is what you call getting chewed up and spit out, and your Mimic tier also takes Death Blight damage, which I didn't consider. So fair play to those guys, man, they're tough. But honestly, I can't be bothered. There doesn't seem to be anything else in that area, so we're going to push forward. It was kind of nice to see the Mimic tier get wrecked. Because it's always talking about how broken it is, and it is broken in some cases, of course. It has its weaknesses too. I think stuff like Scarlet Rot and Death Blight are definitely the worst like aspects. Oh. Yeah. I did mention right when I got here there's going to be some full deaths. So I'm not surprised. That one was stupid, but you have to constantly pan the camera to see what's going on below your feet. It's annoying little drops everywhere. Like nothing, right? So I couldn't tell. Again, depending on what position your camera's in, you can't always see. Yeah, double tap. Let's just start with this one since it wants to be aggressive. And just making sure I kill all of the ghosts. This one's just been standing here the whole time. This one's just bait, I guess. Really? That second hit missing was silly. Okay. So lots of these little bits. Every time I make even one of those small jumps, I'm like, I'm going to die. But this is pretty item heavy here. The golden rules only being 9's a bit surprising to me though. Now. definitely a pretty big area. It's probably going to take the entire session to try and complete this part. And so platforming plus having arrows shooting at you is always fun. Yep, it begins. Just got to not dwell for too long. They are accurate, but as long as you keep on moving, it's generally not too bad. Okay. Oof. That damage was beastly. Oh. Yeah, nasty. It's got that too? Shit, I'm dead. Again, that whole feeling of being one hit away. Here you go. Definitely a tough area. Where is that arsehole that was... so well positioned. If you're not using magic again, there's not really much you can do against it. Smithing Stone 9, perfect. I think with this next grace as well, I'm going to end up upgrading. Oh, it's another one of these. I thought it was one of the smaller ones. Shit. Jumped at such a perfect time. You literally can't get hit twice, otherwise you will die. Just due to the sheer damage output, I'm really trying to play it safe here. Wow. Alright. And I mean, they don't give you many runes for how difficult they are. They take like 50% of my health bar. But good. So before we continue to make even more progress here, I'm hoping everything is still alive. We probably have to trigger another story event for this place to completely go. But let's offer the bell bearing again. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, after a time, I'm sure it's going to become more a case of using runes to upgrade any weapons you want to, rather than for level ups, because they're diminishing returns and just the sheer requirement. I think after about 150 or so, you really start to get closer to maxing out. Oh, Roderica's gone. Shit. So their quest line's continuing too. Let's just sort this out quickly. We also haven't got far enough to complete one of these yet. Nearly. I think once I get to 25, then I can use the Dragon Stone, maybe. Let's see.
I've upset the girl. She says that now my chains are broken, I'm free. That if I stay here, I will be ruined with the Round Table. What use have I for freedom now? I smith weapons to slay a god. I have lived and will die doing so upon this spot. Is there any other way?
Maybe there is. But she's gone. That's not good. I don't know where we find her now. My first instinct was the first place we found her, I guess, but... She's here again. Sorry. I thought, like, the way the question was phrased, I thought like she's completely left the round table.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Fine.
You're here for some...
Nothing more. Let's go straight back in. Yeah. There's gonna be some crazy dragon shit happening here still, surely. So I can drop down there, and I think that's... Or I can continue it on here. So again, we've got choices. I think. Oh my god! It's my favourites! Defeated one of those guys first time. I guess that's a little bit of evidence that I have improved. Even if a little. Oh man, these guys are just the norm. So, hold on. Before I head further down there, I want to go down this other path too. And there's just so many little bits like this to get more items. But, aha. Oh no, sorry, I thought that was a boss battle door entrance. So I'll head back here first. Clearly this knight is easy peasy anyway, so if I need to use the grace again, I'll kill it again. Oh, there we go. I need to use the grace again. I thought it was enough to just drop off. So there's someone in there, I think. Someone in here too. Let's see if I can clip. Wow. Yeah, he's got that little delay too, by the way. He doesn't immediately just drop his axe. I don't know why he stopped there, that also confused me. Wow. Yeah, I'm really bad against this guy. And I mean he takes like 15 hits to kill, so he's clearly a toughie. But the bit where he just stood there, I was like, what? Can't seem to break his poise very easily either. But I think I'm gonna use this weapon. Now that I've upgraded it a bit more too. Finally. Yeah, just the sheer damage is pretty rough. And I mean, I can tell my vigor's pretty good because even with the maximum amount of flask replenishment, it's only like 60% of my health bar. So, I don't think it's a problem to do with that. Yeah, I do need to resort to using this a bit more. It works well against these guys. And well, to be fair, I am wearing these robes. I still don't think it's the best armor. So there's probably another bait as well. If it is, they've done a good job of hiding it. Okay. Dead end. Thankfully this time I spotted the gap in advance. At least so far they haven't been too brutal with their grace placements either. It feels like doubly far. Then I could see myself dying a lot more. So this is where this arsehole is. So he's going to respawn now, I guess. I don't know how full damage works for those guys. Let's go quick. Okay. So we're back here again. Gonna skip ahead now. Right, I think there is that little bit down there. Honestly, is it that important? Knowing my luck, it's probably something good. I think I'll do that and then maybe just literally go back to the Grace. Didn't see it, it's so overhanging that... And then I went down this path and not this one, or did I? Yeah, okay, I'm fine. So I can go back here and we have to deal with that knight again.